Here's a list of 35 actresses who sadly left us under heartbreaking circumstances. May their souls rest in peace. As a tribute, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. As you watch, tell us your favorite and a memory of them you still remember so well. Because sweet memories lives on. Lindsey Pearlman was an American actress who appeared in series like Chicago Justice, General Hospital, Empire, and The Ms. Pat Show. She built a solid career in both TV drama and comedy, admired for her expressive performances and warm personality. On February 18, 2022, at just 43 years old, Lindsey passed away in Los Angeles, leaving fans and colleagues shocked by her sudden departure. Choi Jin-sil was one of South Korea's most beloved actresses, often called the nation's actress. She starred in hit dramas such as Jealousy and Marose Lava, becoming a household name for her emotional, realistic acting style. Behind the spotlight, she faced years of intense public pressure. On October 2, 2008, at the age of 39, Choi Jin-sil left this world, and the country mourned a deeply cherished star. Gia Alamand was an American model and television personality, widely known from The Bachelor and Bachelor Pad. She had begun exploring acting and other creative ventures, earning admiration for her beauty, kindness, and openness. On August 14, 2013, at just 29 years old, Gia passed away, leaving behind many who remembered her gentle spirit. Verónica Forqué was a celebrated Spanish actress and four-time Goya Award winner, admired for standout roles in films like Kika and Year of Enlightenment. Her lively characters and comedic timing made her iconic for decades. In her later years, she spoke about exhaustion and emotional strain. On December 13, 2021, at 66 years old, Verónica Forqué was found at home, having quietly stepped away from life's demands. Charlotte Dawson was a New Zealand-born Australian TV personality and former model, best known from Australia's Next Top Model. She became a strong public voice for mental health awareness and kindness online. Despite her strength, she faced deep personal battles. On February 22, 2014, at 47 years old, Charlotte Dawson passed away, leaving a legacy of empathy and advocacy. Lucy Gordon was an English actress and model who appeared in films such as Serendipity, The Four Feathers, and Spider-Man 3. Her friends remembered her as talented, thoughtful, and full of artistic passion. On May 20, 2009, just before her 29th birthday, Lucy quietly stepped away from the world, leaving behind a promising career cut short. Caroline Flack was an English television presenter known for hosting Love Island and The Extra Factor. Her bright, energetic personality made her beloved across the UK. She had been open about the emotional toll of intense public scrutiny. On February 15, 2020, Caroline Flack, age 40, passed away, and tributes poured in from around the world. Mindy McCready was an American country music star whose debut album 10,000 Angels went multi-platinum. Known for her powerful voice and emotional storytelling, she rose quickly to fame in Nashville. On February 17, 2013, at 37 years old, Mindy left this world, and country music fans mourned the loss of a raw, heartfelt talent. Jill Messick was an American film producer and executive involved in projects like She's All That, Frida, and Mean Girls. She worked quietly behind the scenes, shaping successful Hollywood productions. On February 7, 2018, at the age of 50, Jill Messick passed away, and her family later spoke about the emotional burdens she carried privately. Johanna Sahlström was a Swedish actress known for the TV series Wallander and the film Underwritten, which earned her a Goldbag Award. Audiences admired her emotional depth and natural acting style. After years of personal struggle, Johanna's journey came to an end on February 13, 2007, in Malmo. She was only 32. Sulli, Choi Jin-ri, was a South Korean singer and actress, rising to fame as a member of X and in dramas like To the Beautiful You. She became known for her individuality and courage in challenging expectations placed on female entertainers. On October 14, 2019, at 25 years old, Sulli passed away, and her loss sparked worldwide reflection on empathy and compassion. Kate Spade was an American fashion designer whose playful, colorful handbag designs became a global cultural staple. Her brand reshaped the world of accessible luxury, inspiring millions. On June 5, 2018, at the age of 55, Kate Spade passed away in New York City, leaving behind a powerful creative legacy. Charmaine Dragon was an Australian journalist and news presenter who co-anchored 10 Eyewitness News. Known for her professionalism and warmth on screen, she had a promising career ahead of her. On November 2, 2007, at only 29 years old, Charmaine left this world, and her passing led to widespread conversations about emotional well-being in high-pressure media careers. Lori Bird was born on September 16, 1945 in Los Angeles, California. She was an American actress known for her roles in films like Tulane Blacktop, 1971, and Annie Hall, 1977. She also shared a close relationship with musician Art Garfunkel. Despite a promising career and a growing presence in Hollywood, Lori quietly stepped away from everything on June 15, 1979, at just 33 years old. Rachel Roberts was a Welsh actress known for her roles in films such as Saturday Night and Sunday Morning 1960 and This Sporting Life 1963, for which she earned Oscar nominations. Despite her success, Roberts faced long battles with alcoholism and depression throughout her life. She chose to say goodbye on November 26, 1980. Brenda Bennett was born on August 14, 1945 in Hollywood, California, and was known for her work on TV shows like Days of Our Lives and The Incredible Hulk. She was married to actor Bill Bixby, and the heartbreaking loss of their son at the age of 6 greatly deepened her emotional struggles. Brenda sadly chose to say goodbye on April 7, 1982. Dalida, born on January 17, 1933 in Cairo, Egypt. Dalida was an Italian-French singer and actress who became a treasured figure in France and worldwide. With over 170 million records sold, she reached extraordinary fame. However, after enduring several personal tragedies, Dalida battled depression. On May 3, 1987, Dalida chose to say goodbye after an overdose of barbiturates. Elizabeth Hartman, born on December 23, 1943 in Youngstown, Ohio, was an American actress known for her role in A Patch of Blue 1965, for which she received an Oscar nomination, and her voice work in The Secret of Nim 1982. Hartman struggled with mental illness throughout her life, and on June 10, 1987, she tragically chose to say goodbye after falling from her apartment building. Joyce Jameson, born on September 26, 1932 in Chicago, Illinois, was an American actress known for her comedic roles in TV and film, including appearances on The Andy Griffith Show. She also worked as a voice actor. On January 16, 1987, Joyce Jameson chose to say goodbye after an overdose involving drugs and alcohol. Betty Mars, born on July 30, 1944 in Paris, France, was a French singer and actress who became popular in the 1960s and 1970s. She is best known for songs like Comedy and her appearances in films. Despite her accomplishments, she faced personal challenges throughout her life. Betty quietly stepped away from all on August 20, 1989. Jill Bennett, born on December 24, 1931 in Penang, Malaysia. Jill Bennett was a British actress known for her stage and film work, especially her collaborations with playwright John Osborne, to whom she was once married. She is remembered for her role in The Charge of the Light Brigade, 1968. On October 4, 1990, Jill chose to say goodbye after an overdose of sleeping pills. Margot Hemingway, born on February 16, 1954 in Portland, Oregon. Margot Hemingway was an American fashion model and actress and a granddaughter of the legendary writer Ernest Hemingway. She is remembered for her film roles like Lipstick 1976 and her influential modeling career. Margot battled alcoholism, bulimia, and depression throughout her life. Sadly, she chose to say goodbye on July 1st, 1996. Lois Hamilton, born November 14, 1943. Lois Hamilton was an American actress and model known for her smaller roles in films and TV. She was also a Playboy playmate. Although her career was modest in size, she left a mark in entertainment. Lois chose to say goodbye on November 18, 1999. Dana Plato, born on November 7, 1964 in Maywood, California, was an American actress best known for her role as Kimberly Drummond on the TV series Different Strokes. After the show ended, Dana faced difficulties with addiction and legal issues. On May 8, 1999, Dana tragically chose to say goodbye after an overdose of prescription medication. Marose Lava was a gifted Czech Mexican actress who achieved fame in Mexican cinema. She is best remembered for her roles in Dona Diabla 1950 and The Criminal Life of Archibaldo de la Cruz 1955. Tragically, Marose Lava chose to say goodbye on March 9, 1955 at the young age of 29 after an overdose of sodium phenol. Marilyn Monroe, born on June 1, 1926 in Los Angeles, California, became one of Hollywood's most iconic stars. Known for films like Some Like It Hot, The 7-Year Itch, and A Gentleman Prefer Blondes. Despite her immense fame, she faced deep personal challenges, including dependence on medications. Marilyn chose to say goodbye on August 5, 1962 at just 36. Inger Stevens, born Inger Stensland on October 18, 1934 in Stockholm, Sweden. Inger Stevens was a Swedish-American actress known for her roles in The Farmer's Daughter in films like The World, The Flesh, and The Devil 1959. Throughout her life, she faced struggles with depression. Sadly, Inger chose to say goodbye on April 30, 1970. Mary You're born on February 18, 1933 in Glasgow, Scotland. Mary Ure was a British actress known for her stage and film work, including Look Back in Anger 1959 and Sons and Lovers 1960, for which she received an Oscar nomination. She was married to playwright John Osborne and later to actor Robert Shaw. Mary Ure chose to say goodbye on April 3, 1975. Lupe Velez, born on July 18, 1908, was a celebrated actress, singer, and dancer. Known as the Mexican Spitfire, she made a lasting impact in both Hollywood and vaudeville, starring in films like The Gaucho 1927 and the Mexican Spitfire series. Despite her success, she faced personal hardships and chose to say goodbye on December 14, 1944. Carol Landis, born on January 1, 1919 in Fairchild, Wisconsin, was a well-known actress and singer. Famous for her pin-up status during World War II, she starred in films such as 1 Million BC 1940 and I Wake Up Screaming 1941. Despite her popularity, Landis struggled with emotional and financial difficulties. She chose to say goodbye on July 5, 1948 at age 29. Many of these actresses, despite their talent, fame, and public admiration, faced deep emotional challenges that were often unseen by the world. Their lives reflect how intense pressure, personal loss, isolation, or long-term mental health struggles can affect anyone, regardless of success or status. A number of them eventually lost everything to intentional self-harm, a tragic outcome that highlights the seriousness of untreated emotional pain. Their stories remind us that mental health struggles are real, complex, and deserving of compassion, understanding, and early support. What we learn from their lives is clear. Be present, be gentle, be aware. People may smile on the outside, while silently carrying heavy burdens. Reaching out, checking in, and offering support can make a meaningful difference. Their legacies live on through their work, but their experiences emphasize the importance of emotional well-being and a need for safe spaces where people can seek help without shame. If you or someone you know is experiencing emotional distress or thoughts of self-harm, please seek immediate help from a trusted person or a qualified mental health professional.